All right, everyone, welcome to your training today. This has been 2 years in the making, and so I've sent a special invite out to you because this private training is literally going to be a tell-all of what we've been developing and what we've been doing over 2 years to literally get your piece of a $40 billion industry and make Google-sized profits. So I want to thank you for being here, but let's just jump right in because it's not going to be easy to get everything you need to know to be able to make these types of profits and get your piece of this billion-dollar industry in under 60 minutes. So put one in the chat box if you're okay if I just jump right in and we can get rocking and rolling. Sound good? All right. Well, listen, here's my big promise. We're going to literally blindside the market, and I'm going to reveal new ways to tap into a $40 billion industry and make Google-sized profits with 100% of the work done for you, with little to no marketing experience. So if you have no marketing experience, if you've really been struggling, this is the perfect training for you. So I want you to imagine just for a second, because you're going to discover how you can leverage new trends to build a huge online business for yourself. You're also going to have the ability to create a service that over 20 million businesses need right now. And 3, I want to show you how to get someone to do all the heavy lifting for you. And so, sound good to be true? Put one in the chat box. Sounds a little too good to be true. Well, listen to what Dave said. This has been the first time I've ever gained 2 long-term residual income clients and another ready to come on board this week. This is virtually no competition with this strategy. So I want to show you how to have the same exact level of success that he had. So if you're new to online marketing or you're struggling right now, this is the perfect training. So please put everything aside and let's roll up our sleeves. Let's work together. And I will reveal to you exactly step by step this new psychology and the new trends. But if you're experienced and you have an agency, there is nothing else you need to be doing for the next hour except copying and pasting what I'm going to give you, because this can literally 10x your current business. So just a quick disclaimer, because results are not typical, I'm going to take a walkthrough and go very deep on a step-by-step opportunity of how I and others are literally making 6-figure incomes. But results are not typical for average people and certainly not guaranteed, because I know that average people would meet here. You have a special invite. It is a very select group. And the reason I selected you out of all our customers, because I know based on you being a customer, that you're the one that's going to take advantage of this. I want to make some assumptions right now. My assumption is you're tired of doing the little few $100s, getting a few clients. You're ready to build a full 6-figure income and do this full time. If you've got a current business, then my assumption is that you want to double that income. And with what we're doing right now, what I'm going to show you, you can absolutely do that. So just a little bit about me, because some of you we invited, right, that are new customers of ours that we know are brilliant entrepreneurs and really want to help you. So what we've done in the last few years is we've gone literally from zero. I know exactly what you're feeling. I know exactly what you've been through. I started my business by myself, not really knowing I was doing it all. In the last 5 years, we've actually built an Inc. 500 and Inc. 5000 company. So I've coached thousands of marketers. I personally make over 7 figures a year. So I know the path and exactly how to get there. And that's what I want to reveal to you, because I'm running my own local business. And this digital marketing agency has given me the ability to meet tragedy head on and overcome it. Now, obviously, money doesn't make you happy. But let me tell you, when your kid is in the ER 4 or 5 times in a month, right, and the bills are piling up and you can't take off work or you're really behind, having the lifestyle of a digital marketing agency can really help solve those problems. And we've got students that literally have made up to $1 million residually just with our strategy starting from scratch. Now, I've got over 22 employees on the team now, so I know what it's like to sit in your bedroom and start a business kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out, or working part-time, and then build it all the way up to a multi-million-dollar company. And so right now I live a digital life type lifestyle and I love it. And I want the exact same thing for you. So the reason I say all this is I know exactly how to build an agency, and what I'm going to give you, I've never given anyone before in any training in the last 5 years that I've been doing this. So you're at the right time at the right place, because I'm so excited about what we're going to be revealing. Now, let me ask you real quick. Put one in the chat box if right now you're feeling, I just want to kind of find out where people are. Like, there's just too much competition out there, right? That you're getting a lot more no's than yeses, and it's really weighing heavy on you. Okay, Dennis, Roger, Robert, Paul, I see you, Horace, Lori, good to see you, John. What about those that are struggling hard to get clients, right? And you're really struggling to build a residual income. So who's that real quick? Lori again, okay, I see Brad, Ken, Kurt, Roger. What about those that are stuck? Are you stuck right now trying to fulfill and deliver the results that you promised fast, more importantly, profitably? Meaning you're doing things that you're kind of getting sidetracked and it's not going as fast as you want. More importantly, you're like, man, I'm putting so much effort into this, right? But I didn't charge enough for that. Well, what I'm about to reveal is going to change all this for you. See, I want to give you a secret in discovering a new trend inside a billion-dollar industry that can help you build a business and let the market do all the work for you. Now, first of all, I want you to look at your screen right now. Those of you in local marketing, my goodness, you are brilliant. Look at what the next few years of local marketing in the billions of dollars are spent like. Now, put one in the chat box if you're going, yes, yeah, I'm excited. I've been working in this and working in this and working in this. And look at that little bit from 45 to 48, right? That's barely climbing. But now look what's happening. Businesses are now getting more and more savvy. This is huge potential for you. But I want to let you see another trend that's happening in the area of digital display advertising. Look where we are today, $37 billion. But look where we are the next few years. You like this trend, huh? These are big trends moving in the direction you need to be in. So what are digital ad displays? So put 2 in the chat box if you're like, I'm a little fuzzy on the whole digital ad display thing. What exactly is this? Okay, Robert. Okay, Mark. All right, so I'm going to go really slow here to make sure everybody gets this, because this might be some big aha moments for you. What happens is when you go onto a website, right, or for the first time, these ads that you see right here, this is called digital ad display. So these are just digital ads, just like newspaper ads. You open up a newspaper. Now, that's when you go to CNN, Yahoo, ESPN, WebMD, Reader's Digest. These are just the ads you see and go online. So when I say digital ads, that's all I'm talking about is those ads you see on your mobile phone and your desktop. Now, something we're going to talk about in a little bit more details, something called retargeting. And that's when you go to one of these websites and they drop a little piece of code in your browser. And then you ever notice when you go to Amazon and then you look for something and then you go to another site, you see the ads kind of follow you for the next 30 days? Yes? Everybody see that one in the chat box if you get that? That's called retargeting. That's digital display ads, the exact same thing, right? So we've all been experiencing this, but what we don't know is how to take advantage of all the money that's in here, because this is a $40 billion industry, and the tide has just changed. For the first time in the history of advertising, look just what happened. Companies spent more money on display ads than search advertising less than a year ago. Do you see this trend that you need to get ahead of? Search advertising, PPC advertising, right? People doing search, it is now going down and display ad is going up. For the first time in history, companies spend more on ads than television advertising. So this is TV, this is display. Look at that. So put one in the chat box if you can see that display ad traffic services are the biggest and fastest growing opportunity in digital marketing. Everybody see that? So we've got to spend a little bit of time, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend some time really going deep on this, exactly what it's all about and how we can take advantage of it. Because display ad services are nearly as competitive, and we'll show you how literally it can create 100% unique in the marketplace where no one can compete with you. So all businesses need more customers. Is that true? Is that true? Yes or no? One in the chat box if you think that's true. Yeah, it is, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. And the reason I want you to engage with me is I want you to make sure you're following a path, because what I'm going to show you is going to absolutely blow your mind when we blindside the market with this. But here's the question. I want to read it out loud. Let's mastermind for a moment. What's the number one way to get a business more customers? If they need more customer, what's the number one way? What's the number one way? Right, top of Google, referrals, at word of mouth, advertise, advertise, advertise. So believe it or not, think of this for a moment, if display ads is bigger than SEO and display ads is bigger than PPC, then traffic is the answer, right? So now let's take a look for a second, because we're going to show you how you can get wholesale rates for getting targeted traffic to anyone's site. And then we're going to show you exactly how we get new customers with 80% profit margins that you can put in your pocket with traffic. We're also going to reveal how you can get traffic fulfillment done for you. Now, there are three major ways to get traffic. So let's get very clear on this. And hopefully this is going to give some big aha moments to you, because it gets very clear when you see the screen. So everybody look at your screen. There's SEO. And here's some of the attributes about SEO, because there's also PPC and there's display ads. So everybody put one in the chat box. You see that these are the major ways to get traffic. There are only three. I mean, there's other things like social, but those are minor. It's very hard to get traffic with social, right? So SEO takes a lot of time. It's not guaranteed. It's very high competition. And they typically cancel after 6 months when you get them to the top, because they think you don't need you anymore. Even though they do, they still do it. Does that make sense? So SEO is kind of difficult. As a matter of fact, I want you to type in dentist Atlanta right now if you can, and tell me where SEO is right now, because Google's trying to make SEO obsolete. So if you're heavy into SEO, you need to really think again, because SEO is literally at the bottom of the page, because now they're moving all their PPC out right on top of it. Now, what about AdWords? AdWords is what makes Google the billion-dollar business that it is. Over 80% of its income is from PPC AdWords, and it's instant. So everybody loves instant, right? Get instant traffic. But it costs astronomically high, as I'll show you in just a minute. It's very high competition. My mom, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, they all sell PPC, don't they? Isn't that true? Put one in the chat box if like every single business that's an agency has some type of PPC, right? And then here's the cool part, or maybe not. Google gets 80% of all the profits. So the industry, 95% of the industry says, look, we're going to charge you a management fee for PPC. So we typically charge you 80%. So Google gets to keep, 20%. So they charge a 20% management fee. So Google gets to keep 80% of the profits, and the agency or you, the digital marketer, gets to keep 20%, right? Pretty cool if you're Google, don't you think? But let's look at display ads. They're instant too. They're lower cost than PPC. They're lower competition than PPC, and you get to keep 80% of the profits. So out of all three of these, which just on the surface looks like, hey, I should really spend more time trying to figure this traffic situation out, right? Display ads, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Now, really quickly here, there's a lot of terms thrown around with digital ad display. I'm calling it digital ad display, but some people call it RTB, real-time bidding. Some people call it contextual advertising. Some call it programmatic advertising. Those are all the different terms for the exact same words, display. It's funny, Chuck goes, duh, display ads is the best. Why aren't you selling it right now? Why aren't you in it? Why aren't you an expert in it if it's so amazing, right? So that's what we're going to do. In the next 45 minutes here, I want to dive in deep. So let me do a cross comparison versus PPC. Just put one in the chat box if you'd like to see. Hey, David, can you show me a direct comparison between PPC advantages and display ad so that I could really talk to a client or a business about that? Okay, so let's look at PPC, right, versus digital display. I think this is important. So look at your screen. PPC is placing an ad in front of someone based on the words they're searching for, right? So it's search advertising. Like they search for AC repair or landscaper or dentist, versus Digital ad marketing is placing your ads on websites based on your target market's interest. Like a dentist would place their ads on someone that's in like health or beauty, or they're looking for, travel or something like that. They realize that people are looking for teeth whitening, they wouldn't place their ad on ESPN. I mean, they could, but you probably wouldn't do that. So can you instantly see a completely different strategy that digital ads are putting people would be interested in your services? PPC is putting your ad right in front of someone searching right then and there, right? Now you only pay for clicks with PPC, right? You only pay for clicks, and those clicks can literally cost $20 to $80 for one click versus, and by the way, PPC is only new traffic, cold traffic. So we're going to call new traffic cold traffic. That's the term I want to use, just so when you're sending new eyeballs to your website or to your offer, to your funnel, that's called cold traffic. There's no branding with PPC. Once they click, you're done. You paid for it, and you got to figure it out if they can convert or not, right? There's no ability to follow up with any of those people. You don't capture anything. Then you get a click. You didn't know if the click is real, right? Could be a bot that clicks on it. Lots of those going on. Versus digital ad display, you usually pay for the cost of impressions, not clicks. Now that can range from $25 to $50 per 1,000 impressions. So with those 1,000 impressions, you might get 10 clicks, you might get 100 clicks, you might get 500 clicks, you might get no clicks. So can you see the difference between paying per click but paying for 1,000 impressions, like a billboard with a lot of people driving by it? See that? Now, new traffic, you can do new cold traffic with digital ad display, but you can also do something really sweet called retargeting that has long-term branding and the ability to follow up with website visitors based on their level of engagement. So what does that mean? That means if someone goes to your website, the homepage, versus someone going to your contact us page, do you want to show them the same ad? Let me ask you that. Do you want to show them the same ad? Someone went to your homepage versus your contact us page. Right? No, someone goes to your contact us page, maybe the baby started crying, maybe they just finished lunch and they didn't call you. We want those people to have a different ad than what's people that just go to the homepage. So for one of the chat box, if you can see, so you can actually put a different ad in front of someone based on how they engaged in your funnel, on your website, on your blog. So you can show a dentist teeth whitening ad to only people that show up on a page on your website that has the word teeth whitening on it. Is that a good idea? Yeah, it's a really good idea, right? So let's show you a case study on cold traffic with PPC versus display ads. Now, in PPC, in water damage, this is a niche you want to stay away from in PPC because it is tough. It's $38 to $66 per click. So when someone types in water damage repair, water damage restoration, click $38, click $50, click $60 every click. Now in cold display ads, the click-through rate national average is about 0.06%. So that means for every 1,000 ads, right, you're probably going to get about 6 clicks on average. So we did a cold traffic display ad campaign, and let me show you our results in 35 days. We had 125,000 impressions, 309 clicks, cold new eyeballs, with a 25% click rate, 316% better than the industry average. So what does that mean? Well, let's break it down financially. We spent $502, $1.63 per click. The average was $38 to $66 per click on PPC. That would have cost you $11,000 to $20,000. So essentially, we saved $10,000 versus PPC. If we charge the client $2,500 a month, do you think they'd be interested? They were paying $11,000 on the low end, right? On the low end. Do you think they'd be interested? Yeah. And we profited $2,000. Remember, we only spent $500. So just give me a little feedback. Put aha in the chat box if you go, whoa, this is a pretty big shift that no one's really talking about in the marketplace. More businesses are doing this. They're doing it more than TV. They're doing it more than search. And here's why, right? You see it on your screen. Bigger ROI. So if you can profit $2,000 a month just with cold traffic, how many customers do you need to make six figures? How many? Think of that. How many do you really need? 4. 4 clients can make you $8,000 a month. So this is big money. Remember, there's already billions being spent, right? This isn't talking to a little new company that doesn't have a website, they don't have any money, right? This is 40 billion already spent somewhere. It's going to go in someone's bank account. My hope it's in your bank account. Yeah? Are you cool with that? So let's talk about the 2 types of display ad marketing in a little bit more detail. Because there's retargeting, and here's what happens with retargeting, and there's cold traffic, right? So you can do both. It's a very versatile strategy. So someone visits the website, we capture 100% of every single visitor that visits that website. Anyone want to guess? It's not on the screen, but 96% of website visitors don't contact you. So all these businesses are losing 96% of their business, but not anymore. With retargeting, we can capture 100%. And then when they go off and they visit ESPN or visit a blog or visit any other site, we can keep our branding in front of them for 1 to 3 months until they're ready to buy. Now with cold traffic, that's pretty easy. We place ads on sites that interest your target market, market to everyone that visits those sites, or only market to people that are in a certain location. So let's say let's say we go to WebMD. So it's a dentist, right? We can say, look, I only want to market people that go to WebMD that are in the city of Miami or in the city of Atlanta. So you can market everyone on the site or those that just come from a specific city. And then you can split test your ads to maximize the clicks and conversions. And that's what we do a lot of. And I'll show you that in just a minute. So put one in the chat box if this is pretty clear right now. Like, okay, display ads, 2 types of, one's retargeting and one's cold traffic. And it's really interesting because these 3 types of traffic, SEO, PPC, and display ads, they all do cold traffic, yeah? But display ads does retargeting. PPC or SEO does not. So here's the really amazing part. Everyone that does SEO needs display. Everyone that does PPC needs display. Does everybody get that? You are going to be so much more valuable when the $66 you spend per click that they go to the website and you capture them. So all that money you spent, you can now follow up with them and maximize that opportunity. Any aha moments there? Some people might do SEO, some people might do PPC, but every business needs to be doing display. Thomas, am I getting through? Tad, you seeing this? Suzette? Yeah? So SEO and PPC businesses need display ad retargeting, and this is your big foot in the door because you have something that I want to reveal to you that no one else even becomes close to understanding in the marketplace. We're literally going to blindside the whole thing because this is the huge opportunity. So I personally did research on 967 plumbers, businesses. We went to their website to look to see if they had retargeting. What percentage of plumbers do you think actually do retargeting right now? What percentage? 10, 12, 10, 2, less than 1, 20, okay? 9.6%. Can you believe that? 90% of all these plumbers have no retargeting and they need it today because there's hundreds of people coming there every single week or every single month. Now let's look at chiropractors. Now chiropractors are pretty savvy, right? I researched 806 chiropractors. Do you think it was higher or lower that chiropractors had retargeting? What do you think, higher or lower? Come on, Tim, Pay attention here, Todd. I need everybody to think. Listen, if you get this, this changes everything for you. Everyone says the lowers get it, and the lowers are right. 4.8%. Can you believe the huge opportunity with chiropractors? What about HVAC firms? Now, HVAC, they spend a lot of money on advertising, don't they? They do big PPC guys, big SEO guys. What do you think? You think they're going to be above 5% or below? What do you think? Above 5% or below? 6.8%. Are you starting to feel the huge opportunity that you and I have been missing these last few years, and why there's so many other firms being just crushing it? Because they understand this and we don't. Look at, I researched 1,359 dentists, the niche that everybody wants and everybody says no to, and they don't need you, and it's oversaturated and too competitive. So do you think dentists are higher or lower than plumbers in retargeting? Out of 1,359 dentists, what do you think? Higher? Much higher? Lower? All right. Well, listen, if you said higher, you're absolutely wrong. And what this goes to show is the huge opportunity that you and I have, and we can literally crush it right now. So until now, traffic was like a cockpit of an airplane. I mean, if you ever did any try to, go into Facebook and try to do some ads, or try to go into Google, do some ads, you do PPC, I mean, it is complicated, hard to learn, not locally focused at all. Confusing, very confusing to implement. More importantly, you had to use multiple platforms, right? You had to use different platforms to do different things. It was very expensive and difficult to get ads to convert. Well, as you can see, we've so far, especially ads that convert, we've solved all these problems. Because I want to welcome you to Traffic Fuel. And it was August of 2015 I started writing out, when I started to see these trends develop, knowing that 2 years later that we would have something that would grow our business and grow all our customers' business. Because Traffic Fuel is the easy, most profitable way to get your piece of $1 billion industry with zero marketing experience. Now, just to prove that point, how many of you have Ad Kahuna? Put one in the chat box if you have Ad Kahuna. I knew that we had to come out with Ad Kahuna and solve the problem of creating ads before we could ever solve the problem of traffic. So that's why, a year ago, we came out with Ad Kahuna, and we've been in development with Traffic Fuel ever since. So Traffic Fuel is a push button system over 2 years in development that we built from scratch. And it's been rigorously tested for a year by our mastermind members. It's a 100% white label agency traffic platform, powerful and easy to use traffic system where you can set up cold traffic and retargeting campaigns in minutes. We built an API that connects to over 70 different ad and data providers. So it's a one-stop dashboard and one-stop shop to do almost everything you need. And it reaches almost 90% of internet advertising. I want that to sink in. This is not a national US English-speaking country. This is Germany. This is Puerto Rico. This is every 97% of all advertising outside of social platforms, because Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, these are what they call in-app display ad advertisers. So they don't allow third parties to connect to them. So all the other sites we connect to, in easy to use split testing and robust reporting, and more importantly, for you, wholesale costs. So are you competing against AdRoll and Google? Yes, we are. In such a big way. And let me show you. Wholesale costs. So here's what we did. We did an apples to apples test with the exact audience in a leading display ad network. Demographic, the exact same ads, the exact same budget, the exact same duration. And in the top display ad network, these were our costs, which is called CPM, cost per thousand, the end up we bid against. And this is what we got. Their markups are outrageous. And then we put the exact same thing in Traffic Fuel, and it costs us $3.53, $2.48, $2.69, $2.48, 57% less, 59% less, almost 60% less than everybody else. So we are so excited that what we end up doing, and why is this? Well, I can show you. See, with Traffic Fuel, you're able to get discount pricing. That means you put more money in your pocket. And that's why we built our business. And that's why we have our services. If you know that you've been invited to this training because you have our products and services, you know that we make it uber easy and try to make it as push button as possible so that you can make bigger profits. But you can even put more money in your pocket than Google can. Let me show you how. See, Google has its own ad network. And so what happens is when you go to Google, you buy retail from Google because all you can buy is Google. See, Google is about 25% of all the display ads. They're the big boy in the block, but they're only 25%. There's another 75% of all the other ad networks out there that are what's called in the wholesale market. So we buy from Google wholesale, and then we pass all those savings on to you to reach 97% sites as opposed to Google. So Traffic Fuel is a much better system than Google is. Does that make sense? Any questions on that real quick? Let me take some questions just so everybody's super clear on how can you give us wholesale rates, David? It's simple, right? We've tied into all the other ad networks, and we get that because they compete against each other, and we pass the savings on to you, our customers. So let's go behind the scenes and find out exactly how we get new customers in less than 10 minutes. And I want you to understand these words. I'm going to say them a lot. It's called the traffic story. And everyone that I'll call, you know me pretty well. I've said this 1,000 times. If you change your language, you change your business. I'm going to give you the traffic story that can literally get you customers and traffic in 10 minutes. But first, let me ask you a quick question. Let's have a quick poll here. What's more valuable? A pixel, a little piece of code that drop in your browser, or an email? What do you think is more valuable? Okay, the emails is about 50-50, 50-50. Hard to say. So those of you who said email, let me push back on you a little bit. When you get an opt-in for an email, you're only getting maybe 5% at best, right? An opt-in, if they go to a landing page, you get a free report, maybe 8% at best, right? Because it's a very specific landing page. It's designed to convert, not like a normal website where 96% of people leave. But what type of email you're getting? Are you getting the one of 7 emails? And when do they check their email? Once a day? Once every other day? Or maybe they gave you their fake email that they only check once a month. So your ability to market to them is maybe once a week, if at all. Can you see how email, as effective as it is, isn't as effective as potentially having a pixel, a little code in their browser, and instead of only having an email marketing them once a week, you can market them every single day that they get online, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. And you can market them with different messages. Unlike an email, you send an email out, that's the only message you got. You can't change it. You can change an ad on a pixel in a heartbeat. And you can even split test them where they see different ones in the same day. So the answer is both, right? So put one in the chat box if you'd agree with me now. Man, everyone's building their email list and talking about their email marketing. And email marketing is such a big deal, but nobody's talking about building a pixel list. And the future of digital marketing is the person who wins is the person who's got the most pixels. Make sense? All right. So now let's talk about the traffic story. And I'm going to give you my language. And those of you that want this in verbatim, I'll give you a chance. I'll give it to you verbatim. But let me just kind of high level go through it with you. So this is called the traffic story. And so every business I talk to, my dentist, doctor, attorney, I'm always having the story with them saying, you know, I want you to know I went to your website. It's a really fantastic site. But did you know that when people go to your website, 96% of people leave without ever contacting you? And we have a way to capture 100% of the visitors by dropping a little pixel in their browser. Kind of like when you go to Amazon and you know you look at some nice shoes and all of a sudden you see the shoes ads on different sites for the next few weeks. Yeah, that's called retargeting. And so what they're doing is they're retargeting you because life happens, right? You're looking there. Someone came to your website and then they got a phone call and they forgot and then they did another search and they found another company like yours. Well, we want to capture them so that the next time they're online and they go to another site, any site they visit, we can keep you in front of them to give them the ability to remind them to come back with offers and all kinds of things. And we typically try to follow up with them with 90 days until they're ready to buy. But let me ask you a question. Why do 96% of website visitors never contact you? So I want you to put in the chat box real quick. Why do you think 96% of website visitors never contact? Well, why do you think that is, right? They're tire kickers. They're just doing research. They're just browsing. They forget. They're not really buyers. They're still in shopping mode, right? They're distracted, right? The page is bad. It's ugly, right? It doesn't look professional. So here's what I say word for word, and it is magical. This neurolinguistics programming language, and tell me if you think so. So put one in the chat box when you think, yes, this makes a lot of sense to me. I would probably buy this if someone said this to me, right? All right, so let's go to script. Here's the traffic story. See, the problem is every visitor that visits your site is a potential buyer from today to 90 days from now. But there's no way of knowing who's who. But we do know they fit in one of three categories. One, they came to your website looking for a really good deal, which would solve that problem if they found that a really good offer. So we create offer ads for that. Or they came to your site looking for a reputable company to do business with, but they didn't find any reviews about you or any social proof about that you're a really good company. People have had a great experience with you. And we create reputation ads for that. Or they came looking for a very specific product or service, right? They're looking for veneers. They only sell teeth whitening and they bounced. So we create branding ads for that to show them different services or products that you have. So the secret that your competition doesn't know yet is that some of these people want two. They want a good offer and they want a reputable company. Some want all three. Some want branding and a really good offer. But they fall into one of these three categories. And we can literally 10x your results if you retarget each buyer for up to 90 days and you switch up the messaging to match what they're looking for. And more importantly, get rid of something we call banner blindness, which is the reason why some businesses never experience any success with retargeting is they've got one silly ad that they show over and over and over and over again. And it's annoying. And so what we did to solve this is we created the 10x retargeting funnel. It's a proprietary strategy because we realize that when someone comes to your site, you have 72 hours to grab their attention. So we create a discount offer ad for them. And then after 3 days, we show them that you're the most reputable company to do business with by showing off your 5-star reputation. And then a few days later, we offer them another offer. And then a few days later, we show them your reputation again. And then we switch it up by showing them another product or service they might be interested in to keep it rotating and fresh for them to stay in front of them. Then we show them another product and then discount. And then we show them your reputation. And then we show them another offer. Up to 90 days, we show them 10 different ads with the messaging they're looking for. Now put one in the chat box if you see this is going, whoa. Nobody else is doing this. So let me show you how effective this is. Retargeting display ads average about 0.6% as opposed to 0.06. Now, in the HVAC industry, it's $22 to $51 per click. So if someone types in AC, air conditioning contracting, service. So look what we did with our 10x retargeting strategy. In only 27 days, with only 3,800 impressions, 49 clicks. We beat the industry average by 100%. But look at this. We only spent $79 at $1.63 per click, when PPC would have spent $38 to $66. They would have spent $1,000 to $2,500. So we saved $1,600 versus PPC. But look at this. If we would have charged them $600 a month, we only spent $79. We would have put $500 a month in our pocket. That's 80% profits. Put one in the chat box if this is pretty incredible stuff that you have not seen before, and that you think if you could do this, if you could duplicate what I'm showing with you, then that keeps a whole new ballgame. Let me ask you, can you see how this is different from what businesses in the competition is doing right now? This completely sets you apart from anyone else. Can you see how we're hitting different messaging over a 90-day period? Yes? Can you see how we paid with PPC $2,000 for 49 people? You see how expensive that would be? Well, Traffic Fuel, you can literally have these types of results, not just in local with insurance, dentists, salons, lawyers, and contractors, but every local business needs traffic. Every e-commerce, every branding, authors, coaches, marketing, advertising agencies, affiliate marketers, network marketers, global, international companies. This is literally going to give you 10x the current market that you got now. So I'm going to reveal to you, I just revealed one of the 3 strategies, but I want to show you how we do it live. The 10x retargeting strategy, the cold traffic preset strategy, and the URL targeting strategy. So I want to give you these to be able to copy and paste your way to success. So let me ask you this real quick. Do you want to do some questions now, or you want to actually go live? Questions, or you want to go live? Which is it? Questions or live? Okay, go live? Okay. Okay, let me do this then. I'm going to log in. And by the way, what I'm going to give you today is unprecedented. So I know the training is going to be pretty good, but if you like the training, wait till you see what I actually give you to do all this. So here's the dashboard. You can see we've been doing some cold traffic here, right, in this account. So I'm going to click on Real Strategic. So very simple. You click on your account, and I want to show you something I think is really cool that I developed to give you some real clarity on how you're doing. I created this graph, and I did some side-by-side. So if you look very closely, it's a very easy way to see everything. See my click-through rate? I see my impressions are in blue. See the impressions are in blue there. And then see my clicks are in purple. So I can see my clicks going. And I spent $41 over this few-week period there. But can you see the consistency? Can you see the consistency that it's almost predictable how you can do this? Yeah? So I built the graph this way. So you can see the red is over here. This is about how much money I'm spending. The clicks are in purple, about 5 clicks a day, right? And then the blue, so you can see each one has its own little graph. So put one in the chat box if you can go, wow, that's, get a little feedback. Is this a cool graph that you can really visually see everything? And by the way, you can turn things off too, right? If you just want to see your impressions or just how much money you spent each day, and right? So it's really easy. And that's one of the things I want to share with you of how easy all this is. So the first thing we start out when we do retargeting is we get a retargeting pixel. So every time you add a business, you've got a retargeting pixel. You just click on retargeting pixel, and you just copy this code into the website. That's it. Copy the code into the website. Now, whether it's WordPress or any other site, don't worry, we've got lots of training on that. Just know it's simply copying and pasting the code. But for some of you, you're right, you're going to work with a franchise. You're going to work with a company. So you click Add Webmaster, and you just put their name in, first and last name and email, and we send the code directly to them with instructions. And by the way, we track it. We track if they opened the email, we track if they clicked on the email, and we track if they've installed it. So pretty innovative, yeah? So put one in the chat box, oh, that'd be helpful to know if they even opened the email to what's going on, right? Okay, so let me click back here. So now that you can see, now we're going to click Get Traffic. Now watch how easy this is. Now I'm live here, so my campaign name, I want to say, let's do the 10x retargeting strategy. Now this is, you can do cold traffic based on someone's interest, like what are they interested in? URL targeting, and this is powerful. You can put ads on only the sites that you want. So now imagine for me a second that you typed in the word dentist, and then you copied all the URLs when someone searched the word dentist, and you put those URLs in Traffic Fuel and said, look, I want all my ads only to show up on sites where people type in this search term. Did you get that? Put one in the chat box if you got that. Let me just give me some feedback if you got that going. Wow. It's almost like SEO cheating. So think of that for a second. We can put ads. If they've got ads on their site, we can put ads on any website that you want. And with URL targeting, you just tell us the URL. So if you put ESPN in here, we'll only put your ads on ESPN. If you put a blog, we'll only put your ads on that blog. So now think of doing the research for dentist, teeth whitening, and grabbing 200 or 300 URLs that come up for all your keywords, and you're only putting your ads on those sites. Now put one in the chat box if now that's a little clearer. That's what URL targeting is. That means instead of targeting interest of, health or beauty, which could mean 1,000 different sites with 1,000 different subjects, you can put on only the URLs you want. But here's what we're doing. We're doing retargeting, right? Which is really easy. We're just targeting people that come to our site. So I want to select this. I'm telling you, this is some ninja stuff here. It's pretty amazing. So, I need to put a URL. Now, we're always going to put the main website. We're always going to put the main website. And here's why. Why do you think we always put the main website? Because we sell traffic. We do not sell leads. If you're going to build, I want to say this very clear, because this is the difference between why some of you have failed. Why some of you have tried display ads and you've not been successful is because you're selling the wrong thing. Let me give an illustration real quick. If you're selling SEO and someone calls the business and the lady on the phone can't convert them into an appointment, is that your fault? Yes or no? Is that your fault? No. And here's what everybody's been doing. They create ads and they get clicks to the website, and then they go, well, then we got to create a landing page. What? No, I sell traffic, buddy. I don't sell leads. If you want to buy leads from me, that's a completely different service. So do you have a good website? They go, yeah. I said, good. Then we'll send all the traffic to your website. Put one in the chat box if you get that. Like, whoa, that's different. See, if you want to sell conversions, then you got to create landing pages. You better learn how to be a landing page designer, a funnel designer. You better learn headlines and copywriting. It's a whole nother skill set, guys. This is why when you've done other display ads, you failed, is because they don't know what they're doing, or they didn't teach you correctly, or it was too overwhelming. There's too much. I want to keep it really simple. I sell traffic. I can get you traffic. And where you want to put the traffic is up to you, but we'll put it to your main website. So all of our customers in our mastermind that have been doing this that have huge success, they just send it to the website, and all the dentists, the doctors, attorneys, they go, great, that sounds awesome. I want more people to the website. Because you know what they think? Everyone that comes to the website, right, they're going to be able to do really well with. So put one in the chat box if you get that, like, okay, I'm selling traffic, I'm not selling leads. So you never have to have the conversation about conversions and about opt-ins and about getting emails and about, how much. It's all about traffic. If you take the next step, that's selling leads. That's a different webinar. That's a different solution. We sell traffic, right? But if their website sucks, right? Well, that's fantastic. You can now upsell them to some other service, right? My point is let's focus on traffic and let's make money, as opposed to putting this big package together that you're going to fail, not be profitable, never fulfill on, and not be successful with. Agreed? Does that make sense? Yep. Okay, good. So now listen, we've got so in this account, we've got about 725 people that have come to our website that we pixeled. Pretty easy. We could include that. Then we can geo market them, which is, hey, I only want people that go online that are in this city. But we don't need to do that, do we? Because these are all people that came to our website. So I don't need to geo-target them. And then there's placement. You want above the fold or below the fold. This really doesn't matter at all. And then this matters. Do you want it on mobile phones or tablets or desktops? So I'm just going to say all of them and click next. So now when I click next, now when I click next, we've already gone through now just load your ads up. Now, if you're a beginner, you'll do 2 ads, a professional do 3, but let's just do 2 ads to make it easy. So now we set up our campaign. We selected an audience. It took a few seconds. And now watch what I want you to look at your screen because you got to see this. I'm not going to select entire campaign, meaning I want my banners to show for as long as this campaign is active. No, I want to show my banners for a very specific period. That means from 0 to 3 days. So this campaign can run for a year, but it's only going to show ads to people that were pixeled between day 0 and day 3. Do you get that? Put one in the chat box. We'll get to questions, but I just need you to see this. Going, oh, wow, okay, that's easy, from 0 to 3. And then what days you want to select, that's fine there. Now you can upload ads that you buy from somebody else. You can use previous ads that you've already used, or you can create it with Ad Kahuna. Now, those of you at Ad Kahuna, you'll like this. If you don't have Ad Kahuna, don't worry about it right now. Just watch what I'm doing so you can see how easy this is. I'm going to click Select Design, click Next. I want to say this is my 10X, right? This is day 0 to 3. Click Next. Now I want you to see what happens. Now in Ad Kahuna, right, this is what we call a super ad. So I'm just going to change out the name, the phone number, and I'm done. So I can change the color if I want to. Real easy. I click Next, and literally all my ads are done. Put one in the chat box if you can see why we had to solve the ad design problem first before we could solve the getting traffic. Okay, good. Everybody sees that? So now this downloads right into Traffic Fuel for you. So you can literally create your ads on the fly, right? So there's no going somewhere else or waiting a day or two for somebody to create your ads. It's all done for you. So we just downloaded them. You want to do it again? Put one in the chat box if you want to do it again real quick, just to see how fast it was. So now let's go to Ad Set 2. Let's go to Ad Set 2, right? Now again, we can drag and drop them. We can use previous ads. Let's go to Ad Kahuna. So now there's all kinds of ads here we can choose from. Let's choose another ad. Let's see here. Let's choose this ad. So this is going to be my 10X, right? 0 to 3, set 2. Click Next. It's going to show me the ad, what's called the super ad. I can change it any way that I want it. Just, replace the text, replace the logo, anything I need here. I click Next, and instantly they're all created. I approve them, and they all download into Traffic Fuel. So that's it. So literally we just set up, we choose the audience, we create the ads, and guys, this is all real time, and that's why it's taking a few seconds here because it's actually literally building them as we go, and then it's going to download them right into Traffic Fuel, and then all we have is one more step left. So will the pixel work on Facebook and Instagram? So Ad Kahuna will create Instagram and Facebook ads, but Traffic Fuel does not integrate, and no system integrates with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Those are what's called in-app. They're proprietary. You have to go in there to actually do it, right? So this is display ads. So Facebook is only 24% of ads right now. So if someone says to you, oh, I'm doing Facebook already, well, you're missing out on 75% of the opportunity to market people that came to your site. So put one in the chat box if you can see, okay, we just created 2 ad sets so we can split test them, right? Now we just go to our bidding, and then there's a step-by-step video right here to watch. So I've got a budget of $10 a day, but it's $5 per split test. My max bid price, typically on retargeting, you want to be about $5. And then how many times do I want to show an ad to one person? So no more than 6. 6 is pretty reasonable. Here's my start date, and I want this campaign to keep on going because remember, we're not showing these ads all month long. We're just showing these ads from day 0 to day 3. Now, if you want to create a campaign that's, you know, for a weekend, you can do that too. It's called Lifetime. Very easy to do. So I'm just going to click finish, and we're done. That was setting up an entire campaign from beginning to end. So now what we're going to do is we'll go back to the dashboard. And so once I go back to the dashboard here, we're going to create another campaign. So can everybody just give me some feedback here? Can everybody put one in the chat box, say, look, I see that you created a day 0 to day 3 campaign. Does that make sense? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the campaign, go back into my the Traffic Fuel account there. There it is right there, retargeting 1. And then I want to copy this, just copy it, and this is going to say retargeting 2, day 4 to 7. Should I copy my banners? No, because I want different banners. So it's just going to copy everything over. Click next, right? Click. It's already everything selected that was selected. Click next. 2 ad sets, same thing. Click next. Entire campaign or specific period. I want to go from day 4 now to day 7. Now I can create them with Adkuna or import. It's completely up to you what you want to do. So I'm just going to use previous ones I've used just for time's sake here, right? So I'm going to go ad set 2, import previous ads. I use these ads too. Click next. There it is again.
Welcome to the last step of
so very easy that we just now set up 2 campaigns. Now, can you see how the 10x retargeting strategy? We designed Traffic Fuel for this. It would take you hours to do it in any other system. All you do is copy, paste, and change the ads, and change the time that you want to show those ads. Copy, paste, change the ads. Copy, paste, change the ads. So any quick questions about that retargeting? Any quick questions about that retargeting real quick? Because I want to do a cold traffic campaign for you. So we're going to go through. So is there training video? Oh my goodness, we have so much training, so many videos. We've been doing this for over a year inside our mastermind. So everyone, our mastermind members have this, but this is the first time we're bringing you to actually see it live. So now I'm going to click get traffic, and let's do cold, right? So I'm going to name, I'll say cold campaign, right? Again, it's going to the main website. Now, do you want to do interest or URL retargeting? Which one? Interest, URL retargeting. All right, you want to do interest? Okay, interest. A lot like PPC, right? So we click interest. Now, you got to see what we've done here. It's going to make life so easy. Now, at interest, right, there are so many interests you could choose from. I mean, it's like if you've ever been in any type of display ads, I mean, there's news, and there's world news, and there's entrepreneurship, and there's business, and there's family, and there's education. There's all these different interests that you could actually select. And so what I found myself is like very daunting to like, wow, I got to go through all these different interests and kind of figure this out. So what we did is if you put in health, right, and you click search, look at that. We do all the health. Every single, you can see how crazy this is, right? Remember, this is 97% of the internet. So it's big, right? So we actually categorized every single site category from all the major networks and put them right here. But here's even better. Now, look, you could click, I want to do healthy eating and health, and maybe not sexual health. No, we'll skip that one. Health insurance. I click add, and you just add them, and we'll put your ads on these sites that are in these categories. But I want you to see what we've done. They're called presets, right? Now, once you get the categories that you like, you can click save as a preset, right? And name the preset as health or dentist or any other site like that. But look what we've done. We've literally put attorneys, accountants, car dealerships, car care. We've taken hundreds of hours to organize the top categories for all these major niches. So is this location specific? Yes, because you'll geo-target, right? So let's say we're going to do dentist, right? So we just go down here and we choose dentist. Oops. And look, all the dentist categories come up. Isn't that awesome? Now, if we want to only categorize people in a specific city, say, look, everyone that goes to these interests, but they're only in this city. So country would be United States, right? So United States, the state might be Florida. And then we're going to put like Orlando. That's it. Now you can add as many cities as you want, multiple cities, zip codes. So you can put them on mobile, tablet, desktop, doesn't matter. Click next. By the way, any questions on this at all real quick? I mean, is that easy? You just choose a category? Because we already did all the work for you. Click next. Daniel says, David, could you just shut up and take my money? I have accounts to sell. So, okay, so we're going to choose one ad set for this one just to make it go a little quicker, right? So we're doing the exact same process, right? Upload your ads, import your ads. So we're just going to import them, right? Real easy. Click next. Set our budget. $10 a day, $5 a day. Doesn't really matter what you want to do. Put your bid price and you're done. That was setting up a dentist campaign for cold traffic. Put one in the chat box if that feels a little too easy. Like, really? I mean, this is kind of, we have all kinds of strategies. So that was 2 strategies. Do you have time for one more? Can we go through one more? You want to go through one more strategy? Put one in the chat box if you want to do one more just to see. So what's a bid price? So while we're doing this, let me explain what a bid price is. A bid price is all these networks are bidding for your business. It's done in milliseconds. So you say, look, I don't want to pay more than $5 per thousand, or I don't want to pay more than $8 per thousand. Now in ESPN, if you want to get like on ESPN, you're going to have to bid like $8 to $10. And because if you're bidding 2 or 3, you'll never get on a really good site like that. So there's this huge bidding, and I won't go into the details, but just know that typically it's about $5 per 1,000 impressions. That's about average of what you should do. So here's what I'm going to click Get Traffic again. Let's get traffic. This time we're going to do URL targeting. So this is URL targeting. Click Select. I want to remember we're going right to the site. I'm not selling leads. If I'm selling leads, I'm going to sell you leads. I'm selling you traffic. So it's going to the main site. Now, what you could do is you could click New. And I've got a video for this. I'll give you if you want to do it yourself. But you can go to Google's Keyword Planner, type in a keyword, and it will give you all the websites that come up for that keyword. You export those URLs, you click New, and you just import them, copy and paste them in here. Does that make sense? You know, webmd.com. You just copy and paste them all in there. Or you can import a spreadsheet if you wanted to. But we have existing ones for our accounts. And look what we've done. Dental, automotive, education, shopping, real estate, beauty salon, marketing. Look at all these. Isn't that awesome? So if I want to only market for search, I can just click automotive, click add. And literally there's 500 of the top URLs that come up when people type in search terms like lease car or rent car or car repair. Does that make sense? So all I'm saying is in the URL targeting, we're just putting in the URLs that we only want our ads to show up on, versus interest targeting, which is a whole bunch of different sites with different interests under a specific topic. So why is not URL targeting preloaded? Because we don't know what you want. Do you want to do education, or do you want to do real estate? So this is what we've done. So you have the ability to create your own lists. Now, here's the reason I'm going to show you this. Everybody look at your screen, because this is where you are targeting. We're actually cheating, right? This is where it gets crazy. So once you spend money with a client, we give you something called ad placement research. Now, I'm going to go real slow on this, so I only have to say it one time because it's real important. Ad placement research tells you every single site. See where it says ad placement? It tells you every single site that we've placed ads on. Every single site. Now, I don't have it here in this one, but my point of it is we tell you what sites got clicks and what sites did not. So now imagine after 6 months of working with the dentist, you can go into the ad placement research and you can see all the URLs that you only got clicks on. You import those URLs and now create a URL target to only spend money on sites where you know you're getting clicks. Put one in the chat box if that is like cheating, like, oh my goodness. Now imagine you going after 5, 6, 8, 10 dentists and you go vertical, and now you have this huge laundry list of sites that you know you can get clicks on because people that go visit that site love to get teeth whitening offers. They love to get discount offers. They love health and beauty. So now what I've done is I've revealed to you some very proprietary strategies. Our 10x retargeting strategy, our cold traffic preset strategy, and our URL targeting strategy. Now, don't take my word for it. I want you to listen to Gil real quick. As Gil said, in 2016, we purchased millions of impressions through agencies. We started using Traffic Fuel in October. Traffic Fuel makes it easy for split testing, day parting, presets, clean user experience. We've been able to scale our operation 2 to 5 times, or 2 times in 5 months, or double it. And my favorite feature is the Traffic Fuel Pixel. Traffic Fuel helps give us the goods. So here's someone spending millions of impressions, and when they got in Traffic Fuel, they absolutely loved it. But let me tell you, this opportunity is bigger than you can ever imagine, because it's worldwide. It's in all major countries, all major languages, and you can work part-time or at home and never have to meet with clients. So what does this number represent? What does this number represent? 27 million. What do you think that number represents? This is the number of businesses in the United States. What do you think that 53,000 represents? The number of new businesses that start every single month in just the United States. So I want you to look at your screen. I want you to feel the awesomeness of the huge opportunity with these new trends that are happening. In all the business, we're literally 4, 5, 6, 7% of every single major industry is retargeting, giving us a 95% market share to go after and start crushing it. Because now it's your turn to be Google and have businesses buy traffic from you with 80% profit margins. So let me share with you again the whole strategy, because we're going to do PPC versus Traffic Fuel. In PPC, see, PPC people run around saying, hey, are you spending $2,000? Or you got to spend $3,000? You got to spend $5,000? Why? Because they charge a 20% management fee. Yes? So they don't want, no one wants to work with anyone less than spending $2,000. So doesn't that leave an entire marketplace out? Put one in the chat box if you see this entire marketplace that no one will even touch because they're not willing to spend $2,000 from day one. But now look at Traffic Fuel. Our monthly service is only $600 a month. We compete with PPC by getting less cost-effective clicks, and our costs are only $95 for the traffic. We profit $500. We make more money with people spending $600 than someone spending $2,400. So give me one in the chat box if you see this as a big aha moment, that this is the reason why this next year can be the most profitable, successful year. These are the opportunities for your breakthrough, because tens of thousands of businesses are left out of doing traffic because they have to spend $2,000 to $3,000 a month just to start. While we're making the same profits with customers spending as little as $600 a month. So this is a $37 billion industry. And if it only takes $8,000 a month to make $100,000 a year for you, how much of the $37 billion do you need to capture for yourself? How much? Let's think of this for a moment. $37 billion. Out of $37 billion, remember, these companies are already spending this money. How much do you need to capture? How many dollars do you need to capture on a monthly basis for you to make $8,000? Jay said, how do you only pay $95? Jay, because I already explained that. We did 2 case studies, and I showed you both case studies on what we spent, right? So I used those same numbers. 10,000, 10,000. So out of 37 billion, all you need is a small little piece. It's 0.0000001%, which is only 1 to 2 clients a month. So Walt says, can a newbie do this? Well, this is how you do it. Well, very easy. 5 easy steps to getting success fast. Email, send an email out to companies that are doing PPC deals or retargeting. Or email sending companies that are not doing retargeting. So 2 different messages for 2 different people. So just make sure you realize, because you want to personalize it, right? You want to send, hey, I know you're doing retargeting or not. And then tell the traffic story. Now, I've got the traffic story laid out in great detail for everybody that wants to take the next step and learn that. But we have a 40% conversion. So let me ask you, put one in the chat box if you thought the traffic story was pretty darn easy. It's a good story to tell. 96% of people come to your website. Why do you think 96% left? Well, they're looking for a deal, they're looking for reputation, or they're looking for a specific product. We've solved all 3 by the 10x retargeting strategy. And just show them it. You invite them to the 10x retargeting beta that you're going to do, and I'm going to train you on that. And then you upsell to cold traffic or other services. Now, remember, you can do this just by doing retargeting. You don't need cold traffic. But if you're doing cold traffic, it just goes to a whole nother level. So let's do the math real quick. Let's say we're going to sell 1 to 2 retargeting clients a month, right? And let's say the service is $600. Remember, no one's selling traffic for $600. So this is unheard of. To that, they're going to grab it like crazy because they're starving to get more business. And this is the best way to get more business, get more people to their website. Remember, you're making 80% profit. So that's about $500 for every client. Profit. So if we do 1 client in month 1, right? 1 client month 1. So let's do this. We're making $500 a month. Pretty simple. If we get 2 more clients the next month, that's 3 clients, that's $1,500. 2 more clients is 5 clients, that's $2,500. Everybody follow me so far? Yes? This is profit. This is not revenue. This is profit. So in 90 days, the type of money that you can make is probably more money than some of you have made in online marketing ever. But you got to have the right language. You have to have the right angle. You have to be in the right trend. And that's what I'm putting all together for you. But now here's where the power comes in. What if you sold 1 of those clients? Now, remember, you're not out selling cold traffic. It's just retargeting, real simple. But you take your retargeting clients and 30, 60 days later, you say, hey, now let's talk about cold traffic, getting more people to your site. So if you're at $1,500 for your cold traffic service, you'd profit $1,000. So in month 4, you still take on 2 more retargeting clients, that's $3,500. Another 2 retargeting clients, that's $4,500. Another 2 targeting clients, it's $5,500. Can you see, just real quickly, just by a simple retargeting, silly $600 a month, that businesses will pay all day long because no one's talking to them about it, and 95% of most industries need it, and no one's servicing them, that you can make $50,000, $60,000 a year in 6 months' time based on these numbers, yes? Put 1 in the chat box if you get that, yes? Okay, good. But what about when cold traffic comes in, right? If we added 1 cold traffic person, our profit is $1,000. This goes to $4,500. If we added another cold traffic person from our customers or current customers, then we go to $2,000 profit a month, right? That goes to 6,500. I'm sorry, yep, 45, 55, 6,500, that's right. And we did another cold traffic. That's $3,000 a month. That's $8,500 a month. If you followed this formula, you would be at 6 figures in 6 months by just upselling current clients that you're already having success with. So why would you mess with cold traffic? Isn't that what the other guys are doing? That's up to you. I'm giving you the options, and that's what we need in our business, options. So let me welcome you to Traffic Fuel, and what I'm about to give you is going to blow your mind, because we're literally going to set you up with a world-class agency right now. Because Traffic Fuel is a white label enterprise traffic platform. It's got 70 data providers with full reporting, split testing, automatic cold and retargeting campaigns, plus URL targeting to place ads on hyper-targeted websites. Now, what I'm going to give you on bonus one is going to, this is going to explode your business. I'm going to give you 10 done-for-you retargeting funnels. 10. With all the ads already created, that means 10 done-for-you unique, highly profitable niches. All the ads are done. 10 retargeting funnels, ads for each niche. That means each niche, like dentist, veterinarians, chiropractor, we're going to give you 3 offers that are already done, 3 branding, and 4 reputation. We're doing 22 ads per ad, 22 sizes per ad. That's 220 ads we're doing per niche. That means all you do is change the logo and the phone number and you're done. You can make those ads as fast as I did today because all you need to do is change out the logo. We've done everything else for you. Now for non-AdKuna members, if you don't have AdKuna, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you 60 days unlimited access to it. Do all the ads that you want to make a ton of money, and then just take a little bit of money and invest back if you want to keep AdKuna. Would you agree that only one ad set with 22 designs is worth $300? Put one in the chat box if you go, yeah. If someone created 22 different designs, right, with an ad set, that's about $300. Well, then this is way over $3,000 worth of work. It's actually 2,200 ads that we've created that we're giving you already done for all these niches. So again, do you need AdKuna? No, you don't need AdKuna. You could go buy ads from $20 banners and spend $200 or $300 if you wanted to, or you could get AdKuna and do it for free. But we're giving you AdKuna for free today for 60 days to use to make a lot of money. Does that make sense? So put one in the chat box for newbies if that's helpful, saying, David, you're giving me AdKuna for 60 days plus over $2,200 in done for you ads to go and sell? Yes. But it doesn't stop there, because in bonus 2, we're giving you a done for you custom website. 100% drag and drop customizable, professionally written content, 5 custom lead capture systems, built-in case studies, built-in tracking and split testing, built-in retargeting funnels, and it's first come, first serve. So we have to build each one of these sites for each one of you that want to take the next step. And let me show you what the site says, because this is over $1,000 we're going to invest. Let me show you the site that we're going to be building. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. Reach more customers, mobile and web advertising done right. Look how beautiful the site. Get more customers automatically. Measure your success. 100%, 112% higher conversion with cold traffic. Case study already on the site. These are all click here and they're to capture leads, but there's more, because it talks about the 10x retargeting strategy. What is retargeting? Explaining what it all is. Look how beautiful this site is. Campaign performance, analytics, expert insights, banner ad performance, split testing. We track your website visitor activity, interest. Still not convinced? Let us prove it to you. We'll create a and testimonials. So this is all 100% edible. We're literally going to set you up like an Inc. 500 company starting today. But I'm not going to stop there, because bonus 3 is 90-day quick start coaching. We have never done this before. We've never built any websites for anybody, any of our customers, in 5 years. And we've never, ever created a Facebook group for anyone but our mastermind members. We're going to create a 90-day Facebook group for everyone that wants to take next step, because every day we're going to be working with you starting November 1st. So that means you're going to get a 24-hour-a-day access, support, and a 90 days of masterclass live training. Now, we have a paid community expert that is an expert for 5 years in traffic inside this community. And they'll be helping you with any question you have. Plus 90 days of live masterclass training that starts Monday at 9 p.m. Private slide decks, all my sales presentations. And then every month for the next 90 days, we're going to give you a new $500 resource. So I want to get feedback from you. If you say, hey, David, we want a case study. Hey, David, we want more ads. So we're going to start with the proposals and contracts. So we're going to give you a proposal. We're going to give you a contract. It's literally a business in a box. Over $2,000 bonus. Put one in the chat box if you're new, kind of a newbie to traffic. Go, that would really be help if I had a Facebook group. David, I had all your scripts, all your slide decks, everything, but I'm not going to stop there. Now, watch your screen, because I'm going to do a done-for-you setup. I want to give you personalized group coaching. And if you have clients in our other software, we're going to import all those clients for you and set up the retargeting for you, so you don't have to lift a finger. So I want you to look at your screen. We're doing a 30-minute personalized coaching session with you in a small group. Done for you client setup from our software. So if you've got Rep Kahuna clients, they'll be in the software in Traffic Fuel. Done for you client retargeting setup. Already, we'll set all that up for you. And done for you agency retargeting setup. So let me explain this a little bit more. Let me go, and we've already started this, by the way. My assumption is everyone on the call, because of your personal invite, that you want to build a 6-figure business. So we already started this months ago. I'm assuming that the moment that you want to make money, so we've already set all this up for you. So here's what we did. In Rep Kahuna, we start pixeling your widgets, your emails that are going out, your client feedback pages. In Prospect Rocket, you've got Prospect Rocket, your email campaigns, your opt-ins, your web forms. In Lead Kahuna, your email campaigns you can retarget. In Social Covers, your landing pages, we've already started pixeling. In Ad Kahuna, your landing pages and your client widgets, and in Local Analyzer, your landing pages. So you as a agency, if you have any of our products, you can literally log in to Traffic Fuel, and all this will be pixeled for you automatically, so that you can retarget those people that didn't opt in. I want you to hear someone that is brand new. He's 54 years old. He doesn't know anything about traffic at all.
So Jay, tell me about the experience of us actually doing all the work by taking all the clients you've got.
Can you hear that? Yes, can you hear that? Okay, let me play it then.
From Rep Kahuna and other products, and putting them in the back office of Traffic Fuel already, and how easy it was to actually get clients and upsell your current clients.
Well, that's the cool part of it, because when I realized when I went into Traffic Fuel, when I opened it up, there were all of these different clients that I did. Some of them, I'll admit, I forgot about, because I created maybe a rep video or something for them in the past, or I set them up, and now they're in my Traffic Fuel, and they already have pixels. So some of them, maybe a few, some of them, one of them has 1,500. I have another one that has over 3,500 pixels, just from
doggone it.
Previous things that we've done for them. So it was amazing, and it was obviously easy to set up, which is another thing that I loved about it.
And so tell me, how difficult was it, because you already had pixels that were already set up for you to call up that past customer that and talk to them about traffic and tell me the results.
I've got an appointment a little bit later on today with them. I've got an accountant who has been I've been working with Reputation for quite a while, and now I'm going to go present to them the traffic story this morning. So it has been very successful for me. From doing this, I have 4 new clients just from this that I've been able to upsell, and I also have, just by telling the traffic story, I've been able to generate several new, just brand new clients that I've never worked with before, just by using the traffic story.
Jay, let me ask you, if someone's starting from scratch and they don't know anything about traffic, just the way that you started, you know anything about traffic, what's your advice to them? Do you think it's possible for them to get 2 or 3 customers in the first 30 to 45 days?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially if you already know businesses. You probably go to, the dentist, a car dealer, a mechanic, whoever. You probably have at least a small relationship with a few business owners. Yeah, and just tell them the traffic story. I'll just talk to them and just say, hey, and that's the big question. Did you realize that 96% of your customers or the people that come to your website never call you? And they go, I didn't.
So thank you guys for listening to that. And just for sake of time, I'm going to be giving you bonus number 1, which is, can you hear me now? All right. That's better. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be giving you bonus number 1, which is AdKahuna Unlock 10x retargeting funnels. It's over $3,000 worth of ad design. And if you don't have AdKahuna, then you can have it for 60 days. I'm also going to do done for you agency traffic website to set you up so you feel very comfortable sending everyone to your brand new website. Also, we're going to do 90 days of Facebook group coaching and live coaching and sales training and resources, and then done for you client retargeting and porting everyone over. So you heard just now, it was amazing because he logged into his Traffic View account. His clients were there. He had 1,500 pixels, 500 pixels. He called the client up and just told him the Traffic Fuel story and closed the sale. Put one in the chat box if you get that, like, oh, wow, you mean all my Rep Kahuna clients or all my clients that can just call up, they're already pixeled. I don't have to put the pixel on their website. I don't have to wait 30 days for them to get pixels in audience. I can just call them up right now. Yes. Right? So that's over $7,000 in bonuses. And this one time only, we're waiving the unlimited client monthly fee. When we release this, we're going to release it at $199 a month for unlimited clients. And we're waiving that right now. And we're giving you a charter price of only $697 for everything for the year. But I told you I want to do something so special to help you crush it. This is a $697 offer for the entire year, but I'm going to actually cut that in half. So you get everything you see here to create a traffic business literally overnight for only $297. That's $297 unlimited 1-year access to everything you see for only $297. Go to localgenius.com/traffic. Get a hold of this. Listen, we're going to be with you the next 60 days, 90 days to get you up and running. Who loves David? Gaynor says, freaking gift. Roger says, this is amazing. Wow. I can't believe this, David. I thought it was going to be $2,000. Chris says, is there a way to make 3 payments? No, there's no way to make 3 payments. Listen, if you understand, let me put it this way. And by the way, you need to get this now because the first ones in will get their websites first. I have a few more bonuses for you, but the first ones in get their websites first. So I want you to get your website, so get this. But I want you to imagine for a second, if I was to say, look, this is $1 billion industry called television. I'm going to buy a studio. I want to get camera crews. I want to get editors. I want to get camera equipment so that you can create commercials and then buy time on television. and you can start competing in this billion-dollar industry for $300. Would you say yes to that? Would you say yes to that? Yeah, of course. I'd say yes to that. I mean, we know how expensive it is. Well, listen, display ads, companies are spending more money on display ads than they are TV now. So for $300, you literally get the ability to compete against television in a billion-dollar industry. So is there a upsell? There is one small upsell, and that is, I'm not going to tell you. I promise I wouldn't say anything, but here's the thing. Let me give you some more bonuses, and then we'll get to your questions. Ready? So bonus, listen, you got to get, listen, if you have any questions right now, or you got a payment issue, I need you to call 561-513-5488. This offer will not be left open. This is a very special invitation for you, and you leave your name and the details of what you need. We'll do our best to accommodate you, but unless you call this number and leave it, your offer is not on the table for you. You'll be able to get it at the normal price when it comes out. Now, I'm going to give you another fast action bonus for people to take action right now. I'm going to give you 10 done-for-you case study traffic stories. That means I'm putting the entire presentation together for you. Just add your logo, your company details, and watch very closely your screen because I'm going to show you something. 10 client step-by-step case study presentations. They're perfect for presenting webinars, but here it is, the Paint by Numbers campaign fulfillment secret setup. That means you can copy and paste our campaigns to get similar results. We're going to share with you in each case study the exact templates, the exact audiences, the exact bid price, everything. Matter of fact, let me show you one. Does this look beautiful? This is what you're going to be able to share to a dentist. You're going to show the whole scenario, PPC versus digital ads. You're going to talk about retargeting versus cold traffic. And then you're going to give them our case studies to use, and you can license them. So now we're also going to show you how much money we spent, what our cost per click was, and then who we targeted, how many pixels we used, where we targeted, what devices we targeted on, and even give you the ads, the ad templates. How much more difficult can this be when we literally give you the ad templates we used to get this type of success? And then we're going to tell you our bid price, our duration, our max price, everything you need. So now there's 10 done for you traffic. Yes.
Hey, David, I just need to address something. There's a typo on the screen. The licensing for the year is $299, not $297. So $299, not $297.
I'm sorry about that. So what I did is, let me go back here. So what he's saying is that this should be $299. I apologize. It's $2 more. It's a deal breaker. I know. Thank you, John. Okay. So put one in the chat box if you think, wow, if you're going to give me 10, David, then really the entire campaign is laid out for you. There's nothing hidden. But now if you want 10 more, we have 10 more other lucrative niches, and that's an OTO. So it's $97 where you'll get 10 more if you want them. Now this is proprietary stuff. This is behind the scenes, exactly what we did, exactly how to copy the campaign that we did so that you can get the very similar results. So don't worry about the OTO if you don't know, but you just buy and you'll see it. We'll explain it. An OTO is called a one-time offer. And what we're doing is if you want another 10 traffic story case studies, then we have another 10 available for you. So that's only if you want to crush it and you want 20 different niches to go after instead of just 10. Now, fast action bonus number 6. Done for you, copy and paste of 40 of our search URL targeting and cold traffic agencies. Now think about this. We're doing 20 niches for search URL. That means we took 20 different niches here. Dental, automotive, home. We did all the keyword research. This is over a month and a half of research that we did for our own company. And then we took all the keywords And we did up to 400 URLs for every single niche. So for cold traffic, you can say, look, I only want to place my ads on these sites. When someone searches, they come up, and now your ads will be there. And this is how we're getting huge success. But on top of that, we're going to do 20 niches for cold traffic campaign audiences. That means through all the hundreds of different categories, we've already pre-selected the ones that we know are really good, and we've already pre-templated them for you. We're going to set up all the presets for you so that you can copy and paste your way to success. So if it's taking forever to load, that means there's a lot of people buying it right now. And then my last bonus, of course, is Lead Kahuna, where here's what I'm going to do. You're going to get unlocked a new subject line split testing. I'm going to next week give you 30 of our top subject lines to get traffic, to get opens. So I'm going to write them for you. And then I'm not going to create one, but 2 campaigns for you. 2 5-day fire sale campaigns. One for those that are doing PPC and those that are not doing PPC and they're doing retargeting. So you don't get 1 email campaign, you're going to get 2. Now, if you do not have Lead Kahuna, I got something really special for you. I want to give you 30 days unlimited access so that you can use the retargeting research on every lead. And research if they're doing retargeting is over $497, but you've got to get all these bonuses. This is a whole business in a box. Go to localgenius.com/traffic. Matter of fact, I've got Lead Kahuna up right now. Let me show you. I'm going to scroll over. You see all the businesses? We can find out. I mean, this is like shooting fish in a barrel, guys. Do you see all the businesses? We already know if they're doing retargeting or not. Put one in the chat box if you can see this. Holy cow. Look at all the businesses that are not doing retargeting. The beautiful thing is, now check this out. You can actually see the ones that are doing PPC and seeing if they're doing retargeting too. You can see all the ones that are doing Groupon deals. Now, most of you don't know this, but this is something I'll teach you, that when someone does a Groupon, 30% of all their visitors go to the website. Now, you can find if someone's doing Groupon and they don't have retargeting. Do you get that? Meaning when someone goes to the Groupon offer, they always scroll down, they click on the website URL, and then they go directly to that company's website. And they're not doing retargeting. This is the perfect target market. They have a 30% increase in surge in visitors to website. It's the perfect target market, and they're doing nothing. This is insane opportunity for you. So you're going to get all that plus so much more. So you're going to get Ad Kahuna with 10 retargeting funnels, done for you agency, 90 days of live coaching and a Facebook group, done for you client retargeting, where we're going to port them all over. So you'll log in and all your clients will be there from Rep Kahuna. We're going to do 10 done for you traffic story case studies, paint by numbers to do fulfillment, and 40 done for you cold traffic campaign audiences, plus Lead Kahuna with 2 cold mail email sequences. And if you don't have Lead Kahuna, we'll give you 30 days access. Over $11,000. Plus, we're going to waive for life the unlimited clients. So you can put unlimited clients, unlimited campaigns for only $2.99. Sorry about that. I know it's a deal breaker. But go to localgenius.com/right now to get a hold of this. So how much do you normally charge clients for this service? It all depends, Joel, but we typically charge $600, between $500 and $600 minimum for retargeting. Minimum for retargeting. And then cold traffic, it all depends on you, what you want to charge. You can charge $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. It's completely up to you and based on the need. An e-commerce company be completely different than a small law firm. But we'll get into that, and in the Facebook group, you can ask those questions. Word of mouth is misspelled. Sorry about that. I don't see that. Thanks, Tom. When do we get our websites? Joe, we start building those November 1st. So the faster you get in, we're going to do it in the order that people buy. So we're setting each one of these sites up for you. So the faster you get in, the faster you get your site. But typically we should have all the sites done in about 2 weeks. But November 1st, if you're the first one in, you'll be getting yours first. So this is an insane deal. Would you have to be drowning in a bucket to say no to this? Thank you so much for saying that. Please explain the value of the 10 case studies for 97, but please explain the value. Okay, so Michael, I don't really want to explain the value except because you don't need it, right? It's addition. If you really see the value and you say, look, I would like to get 20 case studies, realize, you know what most people do? They log into an ad platform and they start from scratch. They have no idea what ads to create. They have no idea what interest to target. They have no idea what the bid price is. They're flying blind. And so what we've done is we are giving you our entire, whoops, wrong one, I'm sorry, our entire traffic case studies. And so if you want 10 of those, you've got 10 of them right here. But if you want another 10, it's only $10 per case study. If I'm in your shoes and I really want to crush it, then it would be worth $10 to have a full paint by numbers, step-by-step roadmap to 10 lucrative niches of how to get them success. But again, it's not mandatory. You can start with these 10 pretty handily. Does that make sense, Michael? If you charge $1,000, how much do you spend on cold traffic? It's a really good question, and that really depends. So I want to give you a strategy real quick, and so you can to answer that question. The way that I'm going to teach you to do this is that you start out with retargeting if you're new, and then you're going to collect $600, and you're going to spend about $100 to $150 right around there on traffic. Does that make sense? $600, about $100, $150 goes to traffic. Put one in the chat box if you get that. Yes, everybody follow me on that? Listen very closely because you've never heard this strategy before. I'm going to reveal it right now. So some of you, when you put that retargeting pixel, you can't spend the $150. It's not possible. They've only got 1,000 pixels or 2,000 pixels or 3,000 pixels. There's no way of spending all that money. Does that make sense? You're only going to spend like 12 bucks or 20 bucks or 30 bucks. Now, if you do not spend the whole $130, you are doing a great disservice to yourself, because I want you to use other people's money to figure this out. So if, let's say, out of the $600, 50 of it you spent retargeting, take an additional 100 and now run cold traffic. Do not tell them that you're running cold traffic, but you're going to experiment with their money. You're also going to enhance the clicks, right? You're going to get more clicks because you can use the retargeting to find out which ads are the best ads to work. And then you spend a little money experimenting and learning. Remember, this is an education. This is not, hey, push button, you know, it's all done for you tomorrow and we got lots of clients. This is a billion-dollar industry. You will invest some time learning. But what you want to do is use other people's money to learn. So I'm going to teach you how to take the retargeting money, spend every retargeting campaign, spend money on cold traffic, and then learn where that cold traffic is coming from, so you know you can get clicks for $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 a click. And then when you know after a month or two you can get cold traffic clicks, then you approach your client and say, look, I know you've been spending, you know, $20 a click on PPC. Why don't you shift 1,000 of those dollars over to me, and then I can get you clicks at $10 a click. Put one in the chat box if you think that is just really simple strategy, right? You grab the money from them, you put the retargeting together, you take a little bit of that money, put cold traffic, and you learn, and you use other people's money to learn it. But listen, you don't need other people's money to learn it. You're going to have 10 right here that are already kind of done for you, right? So you include the cost of creating the display ads and the retargeting in the monthly fee. That's correct, Tom. David, how much is AdCoon after 60 days? It's $297 for the whole year, unlimited use. $297 for the whole year, unlimited use. Alert says, we just got the Traffic Fuel email. It's time to get busy. Awesome, Alert. So you, David, I can get to more questions. I'm going to kind of rapid fire and not do as much training. So how many people on the call? I've got really slow access. Thomas, there's only about 400 of our clients that are on the call right now versus the 8,000 that we could have invited. So only 400 of our top customers are here. Hey, David, is it done for your website a WordPress site? No, Brian. It is a custom site that we're building for you, a custom site. Easy drag and drop. WordPress is just so difficult to work with. WordPress you don't want. You want, trust me, the site we built for you, you're going to absolutely love. It's all drag and drop, very easy to use, no HTML needed. David, you said to send the traffic to the main site. Does that apply if you're doing display, discount, or product branding? Yes, it does. It applies in all cases. And I really want everybody to understand this. If you sell leads, you're not selling traffic. That means the moment you send that traffic to something that you're responsible for converting, then you're selling leads. Do you get that? I want everybody to be super clear on that, because if you're not, you're going to go off in Never Neverland and get super frustrated. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to help a lot of you that have tried display ads before but failed or weren't very successful because you didn't have the right strategy. You were doing too much with it. Can we buy targeted traffic to our customers? Yes, you can. Yep, that's the whole thing. That was the whole training, buddy. You got it. Thanks, the credit card works. Again, I would tell my wife I saved this $600 today. I got the OTO. Awesome. Great job, Jay. So do we host it ourselves or is it on your server? No, it's on our server. We host it. Listen, I want to do everything for you. I don't want you paying any more fees, anything like that to a WordPress or GoDaddy. We're taking care of everything for you. Looking forward to making money. Awesome, Walt. Purchase, I'm totally pumped. Patrick says, I'm buying right now. Nice. Question, is PayPal available? Yes, it is. PayPal is available. Still confused on cold and pixels. Don't you need a pixel on ESPN site? No, you don't, Thomas. It's a really good question. So let me try to say it a different way. When you come to, when you go to ESPN and they're retargeting you, they're going to drop a pixel in your site. But also ESPN is signed up with, let's say, Google, right? And they say, look, we're going to show ads on our site. But Google is what's called the digital service provider. So Google takes care of all the digital ads, who buys them, when they're on, how long they're for, and does all the analytics. So that's where the confusing part is probably for you. It's both. It's not one or the other, it's both. For you going to ESPN, they're dropping a pixel and they're going to retarget you, but they're also selling ads on their website to me and to you, to everyone else at, $10 per 1,000 or whatever the bid price might be. Does that help? Any idea what the typical conversion rate is for cold traffic? So we do not talk in conversion rates, Tony. We call them click rates. And as I told you several times, if you watched the training, maybe you came in late, but it's 0.06% for cold and 0.6% for retargeting. And on most of our case studies, we are 100 to 400% better than the national average because of our strategies in Traffic Fuel. Looking forward to diving in. Is there any type of guarantee like 30 days or something like that? So Sai, you mean to tell me that you're going to take all my coaching, all my training, all my case studies and proprietary technology, you're going to take all the leads in Leadcuna that I'm going to give you, and you want your money back in 30 days if you don't get out your butt and actually go out and talk to businesses? Nah, I'm just giving you a hard time. No, we don't have a money back guarantee on this because of all the intellectual property we're giving, right? So the only reason you're going to fail, the only way you would fail is if you don't actually go and talk to businesses. On average, when you tell the traffic story here, right? On average, it's 40%. So you tell that traffic story 10 times, you're going to get 4 clients. right? You tell the traffic story 10 times, you're going to get 4 clients. That's what we average. Okay, should we get a pixel for our ads on ESPN for all traffic on ESPN? Other people says, Thomas, I just explained that like 3 times in 2 different ways. You do not need a pixel on anyone else's site, only your site. That's it. You'll learn it later, you'll figure it out later, but just write it down. Don says you're in the wrong mindset if you're worried about refunds. Yeah, I would agree, but some people, this is maybe a real stretch for them, $300. I just want to let you know why we're not giving a refund. Listen, can I be honest? You don't really want a refund, do you? You just want success. That's why we're giving you 90 days of coaching, live training, a Facebook group. We have never given any Facebook group. The only Facebook group we have is our mastermind. That's $400 a month. So this is how much we're going to take care of you. I see number 3 includes a sales training. I need help knowing how to start. I have a good quick start plan on social covers. Not sure what to do with Traffic Fuel. Don't worry, Rob. We'll be starting Monday. Monday we start on Traffic Fuel. So you show up Monday to the training, and we're going to start exactly with sales training. So you won't have to worry about that. What are the 10 niches in the OTO? I don't know, Michelle. There should be in the OTO, and if not, don't worry. They're great niches, every single one of them. How quickly can a newbie make a sale who knows little from today? Well, Michael, you heard someone, live on the call, me playing a video saying you had a 54-year-old man that said, I didn't know anything about traffic, and all I did was call up and talk the traffic story. And once I told the traffic story, they were floored by it and signed up. So all I can say is it's for me, it's about numbers. Tell the traffic story 10 times, and you will get on average 4 clients, right? It's not how good you are. It's not how experienced you are. It's about how many times you can tell the traffic story. So, Michael, can I count on you to tell the traffic story 4 times to 10 times? Yeah. I came in late. What's the traffic story? In short, the traffic story is there's 96%. Once upon a time, there were 3 people that came to a website. And the first person wanted an offer. The second person wanted a good reputable company. And the third person wanted a very specific product. But unfortunately, 96% of those people left because they didn't get what they want. So we came up with the 10x retargeting strategy funnel, and let me show you how it works. That's the that's the night traffic story. Some of you might want to tell your kids and your grandkids. It might be a good practice for you to tell the traffic story to your kids. All right, good. So little digital marketing humor there. What's the best way to start out would be Leadcuna to mine leads and send using cold email sequence? Absolutely, Robert. So one of the best ways to do it is find leads that are not doing retargeting, right? Not doing retargeting. Question, can you drop a pixel for impressions? So you need to understand the definition of what a pixel is and what an impression is. So I don't think you know the difference. And don't worry, we'll define all these. We'll come out with a sheet that explains all this. A pixel is a little piece of code in your website that tracks you wherever you go online. A impression is someone showing an ad to you. So if you see an ad that shows up, that's an impression. So if I was to go to, so they're 2 completely different things. So if I was to go to YouTube, right, and there's an ad that's going to show up here, that's an impression, 1 impression, right? If I scroll down, are there more ads? So yeah, so that would be an impression. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So listen, I'm going to rapid fire through more questions. So if I didn't answer, put your question back in the chat box. Can someone answer my question? Can I have some white label website hosted on my account? This white label website content unique to everyone? No, Edward. This is a website that's hosted on our account, on our server, so that you don't screw it up and you don't have to deal with it. What do I want you doing? I want you fiddling around with some website, or I want you out making money. So let us do all the heavy lifting. No, you cannot put it on your hosting site. We're already hosting it on Liquid Web. We pay over $1,800 a month for the server that we're using to put the website on. So you have any problems with it, right? Just follow my process, okay? Just follow my process. Stop trying to break it or do what you want to do, all right? I mean, you can do that if you want, but I have a process that's proven in the last year with lots of people in our mastermind having success, and I'm literally handing that to you for $300. Agreed, Edward? Yes? I know I'm being tough on you, but I love you. That's why. I want to see you successful. All right. So are the case studies in the core or the upsell? The core. Paul knows our strategy. So is it the core offer or it's an upsell? It's both. It's a core upsell. So the case studies there's some case studies for retargeting, which would be your upsell offer, and then some are for cold traffic would be your core, right? Can we get clients with the system using emailing? Yes, you can. Is there a way to offset client limitations that we have for Leadkuna or other services that we have to merge unlimited clients for life? I'm not too sure what that means. KB, maybe you could restate that. David, sorry, I do not get it yet, but you're the bomb, so I'm in. So Robert, listen, ask your question, buddy. Thank you so much for the compliment. But ask your question. Let me see if I can help you. Can Leadkuna find people that aren't using retargeting? My goodness. It's a good question, but I've already gone over that 3 times. So here it is right here. See where it says display ad retargeting? Didn't find. That means, hey, we found someone that did not use display. Didn't find. Ooh, we found people using Google. Right? Didn't find. Ooh, we found a person using AdRoll. Didn't find. So if you're asking, does Leadkuna? Yes. You just have to click on the retargeting. Can we also keep our Facebook pixels on the site? Yes, you can. Yep. Again, our retargeting platform does not integrate with Facebook. That's an in-app. It's a different pixel altogether. So you would have Traffic Fuel's pixel on it, and you'd have Facebook pixel. You have 2 different pixels on your website, one for Facebook and one. And then, so what do you use for the pixel technology? We use believe it or not, we use your Google Tag Manager. So when you log in as an agency, you'll go through a setup process, and we'll just ask you to connect your Google account. And what we're going to do is we're going to use your Google Tag Manager to manage all the pixels you have for your clients. Now, why is this beneficial? Why do you think? Why using your Google Tag Manager is important? Because here's what we know. 1 out of 10 customers might quit working with you, but you own the pixel. Let me say that again. You own the pixel. So they don't own the pixel, they're your pixels. So when you get 10,000 pixels for a dentist and they quit with you, you can use those same 10,000 pixels for the next dentist. Do you get that? So you can come up and say, hey, Mr. Dentist, I've already got 10,000 pixels from another customer I used to use. Would you like to do cold traffic and market them your services instead? I mean, is that crazy? Can we drop a pixel when someone opens an email? Yes, you can, Ed. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Is there a case study in new car sale dealership? I don't know, but Paul, if everybody wants one, that's one of the resources I'll create for you. After purchasing Traffic Fuel, is a different login to the members area? No, it's the same login, Greg. The email you buy with is this login email you'll use. So hopefully, I didn't mention that, but you should buy with your usual LMG email. How does the system compare to AdRoll? Does AdRoll do cold email, cold traffic? Does AdRoll do cold traffic? Right? It doesn't do it the way we do it. Right? I mean, did AdRoll give you a website? Did AdRoll give you 10 traffic case studies you can copy? Did AdRoll give you a lead generation system? Did AdRoll do all your ads for you? That's why I think of AdRoll, right? Okay. You need to explain pixels more and how we can use 10K pixels on other dentist. Well, Robert, if you don't understand that, don't worry. I'll explain it in later trainings. I'm not going to go into detail on that. Just know that that's your asset. So you can take those pixels with you and do whatever you want with them. So technically speaking, if you're working with an e-commerce site, right, that's selling health and beauty, and you get 100,000 pixels for them, could you use those same pixels to send ads to for an affiliate offer? You could, because you own those pixels. It's a whole nother level to this that I won't get into, but for those of you that are really good and you kind of understand traffic, that should get you super excited, because you don't own, meaning if you do PPC, you don't own any of it. If you do SEO, you don't own any of it. When you do display ad, you own everything. Did you get that? You own everything. Do they pay us through our own platform? Yes, Sai. So it's a good question. So you put your credit card in, and please don't ever put your client's credit card in our system, because they will see a bill from Traffic Fuel and Real Strategic. So the client, we'll keep it real simple. The client pays you, and then you pay us. Does that make sense? You deposit $100 from your credit card into their account. They deposit $600 from their credit card into your account. So they pay you and you pay us. You do not put their credit card in our system ever. Do we get live training webinars on this? Yes, Jay. Matter of fact, starting Monday, you'll have 4 live trainings every Monday for the next 4 weeks. Now, no one else is going to get that. This is only for you. So you'll have 4 live trainings every Monday night at 9 p.m.
Hey, David.
Yes.
Hey, the bonuses are filling up really quickly. Can we see who's in?
Okay, so just put in the chat box, I'm in, really quick here. Just put I'm in, no more questions real quick. Just give me I'm in. Okay, awesome. Awesome, Greg, awesome, Len, Charles, love it. Good job, everyone. Oh my goodness, we have a huge group that's coming in. So yeah, so I would say if you don't get in now, you will probably won't get your website for at least a week more. I'm a 53-year-old person. I'm in. I love that. Charles and James and Tom and KPS. David, good to see you. Ron, Martin, awesome. Sorry, back to the payment system. Will you set up the payment system in our custom website so the client can make payment online? No, Albert, I won't. Listen, we're doing all this for you on the traffic side. We're not going to set up your merchant account and do that. That's for you now. Now, if you want to jump in the Facebook group and ask how others are doing it, that's a great idea. Right? So that's why we're giving you a Facebook group for 90 days. Use it every single day. You're absolutely going to love it. And Neil says, I'm 7 years old. I want my awesome. 53, big deal. I'm 78. Awesome, Harold. Can't wait to see it. I'm 64 and I'm in, Mark says. Listen, for my elders that are on the line, because I'm 45, if you're above 60, right? I am so excited for you, because you guys have a tremendous amount of experience. When you talk to someone on the phone about business, right? It's different coming from a guy like me than you. So I believe that everyone that's older here that's getting inside, you're going to absolutely crush it. So what would be the best way to introduce this potential to a client? A trial? So listen, that's a really great question. Here's the thing. I mean, just please write this down so that you don't forget it. It's the 80-20 rule. Whatever you charge them on average for retargeting, you're going to pay 20%, right? So honestly, I don't care if you charge them $100. Just get them doing traffic, right? Say, look, I'll put the retargeting picks on your site, and it's for $100 a month. We'll do up to 2,000 impressions. 2,000 impressions is going to cost you like $10. So you pocket $90. I want to get you to the big numbers, which is 600. But if you're brand new, the point of it is you're in control of everything. There's no way you can lose a deal. I mean, would any business in their right mind say no to $100? I mean, you got to be a real dumb in business or super broke and not worth even working with. If someone says, look, we're going to retarget for $100, you're still going to put $90 a month in your pocket. Listen, you're paying us nothing. It's $299 unlimited for everything we're going to give you, the platform, the trainings, everything you see here the entire year. Is this the last day to purchase? Yes, this offer is going to be open today. We're going to be closing it down, correct. I expect to crush it with realtors. Roger, you can't even begin to imagine. Listen, you can with realtors, you can say, look, I'm only going to put you on realtor.com, right? Think of all the people that come to these realtors websites that they can retarget with. And let me tell you, these realtors love to see their face, right? So listen, with Ad Kahuna and Traffic Fuel together, you're just unstoppable. No one can touch you in the marketplace. So I want to do a chart for you real quick. Can everybody look at the screen for just a second so I can show you this? Because I think it's real important that you see my strategy, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper for those of you that stayed on the line longer. If one ad set is equal to about $700, this is what agencies charge. Say, look, I want to create one ad, and then I want to redesign it for Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and mobile and desktop, which is about 20 different sizes. So put one in the chat box if you get that. Not the cheapo people, digital ad, Fiverr people, but if you're a real company spending real money, you're spending about $700 for an ad set. Yes? Does that make sense? So when I do 10 ad sets, what's the value of that? $7,000 just to start. And when I do a setup, and typically businesses charge $300 to $400 to set up a campaign, right? That's another $300. That's another $3,000 just to start. To do the 10x retargeting strategy, no business is going to offer that for less than 10 grand. Nobody. So when I say, hey, we'll do all this for only $595 a month, this is why they say yes, because I built the value. And when value is clear, decisions are easy. Now, some of you that haven't purchased yet need to purchase right now just based on what I put on the screen, because I'm going to show you how to leverage value that nobody in the history of digital marketing has ever done before. You're the only one that's going to have this language. You're the only one that's going to have these strategies. You are absolutely going to be a force to be reckoned with, and you will blindside any business that you compete against. Make sense? Yeah, $595 is super cheap. I don't want to go high because there are brand new people online going, I've never sold anything above like $100. How am I supposed to sell $595, David? Right? So there's some people a little intimidated, but if you think $595 is cheap, you are spot on. So listen, we're going to shut this down, and I'm going to answer all the questions you need to, but I want to make sure that you go to localgenius.com right now /traffic and get this. Just for you to get the Ad Kahuna unlocked to do these 10x, you don't have to do ads. You have to do retargeting. You could just sell the ads and make 10 grand this is next year just from the retargeting. Remember, this is 2,200 ads we've designed for you. I'm a realtor who has sold a condo for $5 million, so this is a no-brainer. Michael, all right, congratulations on that. That's a good sale. If we offer it too cheap, we may not seem credible to a business. Rob, you'll never offer it too cheap because you'll always know the business you're walking into. You'll know what they can afford and not, right? You'll know what they can afford and not. When will the bonuses be available? So Unlock is available right now for you. Done For You custom website will be November 1st. 90 days of coaching will start Monday. Done For You client retargeting porting over will start today. Traffic case studies are available today. 40 Done For You cold traffic campaigns today. Lead Kahuna today. Time to make some sales calls, Paul says. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. We still have about 300 people on the line, but I want to close the offer down or close the training down now. But we're happy to answer questions in the chat box, okay? So thanks, everyone. I hope you'll take advantage of it. I can't wait to see you on Monday's training. We'll have even more in store for you so you can crush it with this billion-dollar industry with over 20 million businesses needing your service. As we saw today, over 90% of the businesses aren't being sold these services at all. So it's going to be so easy for you, but you've got to follow the process and have the support and tools like Traffic Fuel. So take care, and we'll see you in the next training. Bye for now. Okay, so I want to bring my entire team on, and we're literally going to stay here until we answer all your questions. So I want to bring Patrick on. Hey, Patrick, how are you? I want to introduce you to Patrick. Patrick is our traffic trainer, right? We've also got Mike. He's going to be in the chat box. So, Patrick, are you available? We have Ivory online. Hey, Ivory, how are you? And then we've also got Marina with Ad Kahuna. So Marina is our Ad Kahuna product manager. So I want to answer some questions, but Ivory, Marina, Mike, Patrick, I want you to interrupt me if you see some that you want to answer as well. So let me kind of rip through this real quick. Will customers be able to pay me through the website that I can add an additional service website when I'm selling now? John, you can do whatever you want, but Traffic Fuel is a fulfillment system. It's not front facing to the client, so they can't pay you through Traffic Fuel. And the website, right? Now our website has 5 call to action buttons. You can click on it, you can use one of those buttons and redirect them to your order page, but we do not have order pages. So we're not going to do any of the money taking for you. You'll have to do that. But your website has links that you can link to your order page or your page. Larry says, great presentation. Thank you so much, Larry. When are the presentations ready? They'll be ready as soon as you get into your back office. Will customers, let's see here. Will be soon as I get my credit card ready. Okay, good. Patrick, do I need to register the domain white label? Yes, you do, but you don't at this time because you have a subdomain. So we give everybody a subdomain. So you don't need it. Don't need to go buy a domain right now, right? You've got the whole next few days to figure that out. David, do you have a realtor strategy directly sell property? No, so I do not, and that's because you're not in the business of selling property. Does that make sense? See, you screwed it up already. We're 2 hours into a training and you already screwed it up, right? So you are selling traffic. You're not selling opt-ins. You're not selling leads. You're not selling products. You're not selling. You're selling traffic. Now, if they want the ability to sell homes, it's a different service, right? That you got. Please, Manjit, can you? Does that make sense to you? Are you getting that? Never say how many leads am I going to get. I don't know. I can tell you, how many clicks am I going to get? I don't know. Depends on your offer. Let's make a really good offer. Let's split test the offers. Robert says, I want to buy, but I don't want to activate Lead Kahuna for a few weeks. I need to learn this system, and I don't want to waste losing Lead Kahuna. Yeah, don't worry about that, Robert. In the chat box, we've answered that. Don't worry about that. When will Lead Kahuna email sequence be ready? Next week. So next Tuesday, I'll have that ready for you. It'll be in your back office. So it'll be in your back office. Can clients create campaigns on their own? No. No, 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 no. We never want that. You don't want them to see all your presets. You don't want to see them, all the cool stuff you have. You don't want to see them Ad Kahuna. And besides, if you work with a dentist that wants to log in and do their own traffic, you're in the wrong client. Wrong client. What percent of the UK RTV traffic are you bidding on? Like I said, Mark, 97%. Based on all our APIs and all our relationships and contracts, they've told us that we can reach 97% of all ad sites that are using ads online. Should we create a new separate G tag manager? If you want, Chick, it's not necessary. If you want, though. I mean, if you're already using your main, Google Tag Manager, this is one thing I got to say, though. Never, ever, 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 ever log into your Google Tag Manager once you've connected it with ours. We're doing all the work for you. We're like pushing buttons and configuring all that. The moment you go in, you play around with that, you are really going to set yourself up hard. It doesn't cost you hundreds of dollars for us to undo what you did. So that's the one thing you do not want to do is ever go into your Google Tag Manager after we set it up. So if you already are using Google Tag Manager for a whole bunch of stuff, yeah, you probably want to put it on an account that you're never going to log in and use, right? Vince says, David, we've been with you since the beginning, and this is the best yet. Awesome, Vince. I'm so excited. I've been waiting 2 years to deliver this to you. Traffic is like a readership to a newspaper, eyeballs on billboards. That's exactly right, Malcolm. Well said. How much is Ad Kahuna after 60 days? It's $297 after 60 days, unlimited use, which, you know, is a joke because you can make that like every single day by using Ad Kahuna. The Wave Unlimited client question was compared to the client limitation I have with the other services I have. That's correct. So like in Rep Kahuna, right, it's $99 for 15 clients, and then it's $200 for 40 clients, and then, right, we're giving you unlimited. There's no limits at all, right? So you would be at a $199 a month limit or $2,000 a year. We're waiving that for life. I mean, it is everything we could do to put everything you see here. There's nothing left out for you. So again, if you have any problems, please make sure you call 561-513-5488. Make sure you leave all your information. So I want to leave it up to, I want to bring Ivory on. Hey, Ivory, you there? And if Patrick's on or Marina, if you guys can open up your mics and answer some questions, I'm going to jump. So thank you guys so much, but we're going to stay here as long as you need us to answer all your questions, okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys inside Local Genius and inside Traffic Fuel.